fill me like a bathtub. You swallow my body as the bubbles come up. You're like a cup of chocolate stuff. You're dark and deep and just sweet enough. You got what I love. Slide your soap down my spine, up my legs into my mind. I've been thinking about you, baby, for such a long time. Pour your water on my honey, wash my body with your wine. All I want is to be with you all the time. You fill me up like a bathtub. You swallow my body as the bubbles come up. You're like a cup of chocolate stuff, so dark and just sweet enough. Well, you got what I love.
Sylvia and Kurt have been married for a year and never gotten into an argument. They always say it's because they don't place unrealistic demands on each other. One evening, Kurt gets back from work after Sylvia and finds her sitting despondently in the recreation room. "What's wrong?" Kurt asks. "I've been trying to hold this back, but I can't do it any longer," Sylvia answers. "I work all day long and then come home and have to maintain the house as well. Now my car is broken down and it feels like the last straw. It'd mean the world to me if you could fix it right away." Taken by surprise, Kurt replies sarcastically, "What do you think I am, Mr. Goodwrench?" A few evenings later, Sylvia repeats her complaint and adds, "I was cold when I came home today and tried to light the fireplace, but all that happened was that a bunch of ashes flew out. Could you try to clean the chimney?" Kurt answers, "I'd like to, but what do you think I look like, Bert and Mary Poppins?" Finally, Sylvia says to Kurt one evening, "The bathtub is leaking. Could you try to do something about it?" "I would," Kurt says, "but what do you think I look like, Ed Norton and the Honeymooners?" To his amazement, Kurt returns from work the next day and sees Sylvia flipping nonchalantly through a magazine. "What's that whirring sound in the driveway?" he asks her. "That's my car engine," Sylvia answers. "I was just warming it up for a little jaunt." "And all that warmth coming from the living room?" Kurt continues. "What's the occasion?" "That's the fireplace," Sylvia says. "I thought we could have a romantic evening together." "And what's that splashing sound in the bathroom?" Kurt asks. "That's the bathtub filling up," Sylvia answers. "I was about to take a long, relaxing bath." "Are you trying to tell me that you suddenly figured out how to repair all of that on your very own?" Kurt asks incredulously. "Actually, I finally broke down and called a handyman," Sylvia says. "As it turned out, he was a whiz in all three areas." "Thank God," Kurt says, "but it must have cost an arm and a leg." "Not really," Sylvia says. "When I asked how he wanted to be paid, he said he would do it for free if I either baked a cake or slept with him." "Sounds reasonable," Kurt answers. "And what kind of cake did you decide to bake?" To which Sylvia answers, "What do you think I look like, Betty Crocker?"
Slide your soap down my spine, up my legs into my mind. I've been thinking about you for such a long time. Pour your water on my honey, wash my body with your wine. All I want is to be with you all the time. You fill me up like a bathtub. You swallow my body as the bubbles come up. You're like a cup of chocolate stuff. You're dark and deep and just sweet enough.